Hey guys, this is Rice coming at you again with another video. 2 videos in 2 days. That's probably a record on my channel. But anyways, this time we are recapping an NDL Amateur playoff war between Artillery Fire and Nepal Reunion. And as you can see here, by the war match stats, that's Artillery Fire on the left, Nepal Reunion on the right. Nepal Reunion getting the win by 2 stars, losing by 0.04 on percent, so that alone tells you that it was a very close war, and if you just look at the stats, you'll see that again. Artillery Fire going 18 out of 23 on 9v9s, just absolutely dominating the Town Hall 9 game. Had so many attacks left over. Look at that, 9 scouts, 9v10, and that's not all. They had guys dropping 9v11 4-packs just because they had so many attacks and didn't know what to do with them really, but then maintenance hit overnight and they lost all their scouts. Yeah, brutal way for that to happen. Kind of just negated all of them. And Nepal Reunion struggled more at Town Hall 9, but not to say they struggled at all, really. They got them all cleared. 18 out of 34, a couple scouts left over. Transitioned that into 5 10v10s, whereas Artillery Fire only had 2. And Artillery Fire did manage to bring out an 11v11, but that wasn't enough to get them the win this week. So, yeah, all-around stats. Let's jump into the replay, starting with Kimon Aik from Nepal Reunion. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Probably not. Yeah, struggles of a YouTuber. Everyone's got that problem. But anyways, he's going in with a Queen Walk into a Gobo Wee attack here. Starting the Queen Walk off on the south, and then got some healers on the bowlers and witches up at the top before dropping the bulk of his army right into the middle there onto the Town Hall. Yeah, go ahead. He's going to go ahead and drop 2 of his jumps, his only 2 jumps actually, getting the path set nice and early, just so that nothing weird happens later on in the raid. Got a very nice funnel. Queen kind of missed that air defense, and the air defense is going to hit his healers for a little while before the bowlers finish that off. But after that, as you see, the funnel is so nice that the bowlers have nowhere to go but into the base. Drops another leading rage right in the core, and they're just going to demolish everything in there. There's some X-bows. I think that's a multi-Inferno tower. Yeah, it's definitely a multi, so yeah, that probably helped his raid. Just can't really be running multis anymore now that the healing effect is gone. That just, yeah, screams for any kind of 10v10 attack because they're just about useless now. So, anyways, his attack has sort of fizzled out. He's lost his entire core shot. He's got 1 healer helping out that BK as it gets through the wizard towers, which is actually really clutch because that wizard tower could have screwed up his bowlers and witches up at the top, but probably wouldn't have mattered anyways. The BK does go down, but now the healer's tanking the Wiz Tower, but he's got a very healthy Queen Walk. All healers left alive, Queen's on full health, and a couple of bowlers, couple of witches, plenty of skeletons. That raid was never in doubt, so great hit there. And switching over to the Artillery Fire side for this next replay, we've got, I can't actually see the name when I'm recording, so I'm just gonna go with it. We have an attack coming in. It is a shattered hobo, it looks like. Yeah, just doing some funnel work at the beginning, getting some buildings taken out. He's got a baby dragon working, an archer down at the bottom, just to make sure he doesn't run out of time. In the back end of the attack, he's going to go ahead and drop his queen behind that first golem while it goes up, tanks the BK, tanks a couple point defenses. Second golem coming into that mortar, nice anchor there with a couple bowlers and wizards behind to take out the storages, take out everything else in the way, before he will go ahead and drop a few wall breakers with a rage spell just to make sure he gets that wall open. And actually they do the weird thing where they target different walls, so he doesn't actually get the wall open with them, but BK pounds through anyways. Not going to be a problem there. He's only got a few bowlers left from his kill squad. Was kind of light on the bowlers there. I think he expected his queen to go in afterwards, but she decides to go around the outside instead. With his hogs coming in, trip a couple of ground skellies, but he's got a poison for those, healing over this dangerous area with the wizard towers, single inferno, picking off his hogs one by one, but he's got another heal for this next wizard tower, and still has 1 heal in the bag with plenty of hogs left up. Poison spell kind of misses a few of the ground skellies. They might have popped after he dropped it, but anyways, he's able to cover this last wizard tower and the bomb tower with his final heal, so getting great double value out of that. It looks like there was a defensive golem in the CC, and that's running up to work on his hogs. It's a good thing it's already popped, otherwise the explosion would have taken out a lot of hogs there. But at this point, really got a great hog split. Some hogs going into the middle, take out the CC, making sure that he doesn't time fail on the defenseless core of the base there. And he's going to finish up wrapping the raid up for the 3-star over on the left side of the base. Now back over to Nepal Reunion. We've got another 10v10 here. This one is an HGHB, so yeah, loving the variety in all of these attacks. But he's going to go ahead, start off with all of his giants up here. Better than a golem because they're going to encounter that single inferno really early on. Couple of baby dragons on the sides to do some funnel work there. And now he's going to go ahead and drop his max bowlers out of the CC. They kind of, I guess they don't really go for a walk, but the giant went for a walk. BK is off to the side as well. The giants have beaten through the wall now, and that works out really nicely. Had a great a good amount of time there to set the funnel while the giants were working on the wall, and when they got through, it was perfect timing. He's going to lure the CC, poisoned that down. He's taken out the single inferno, and now it's just coming into the multi, but he's got some healers working on his bowler, so the multi is completely useless. So is that wizard tower, actually, and the baby dragon's going to fly in and take that out anyways. Yeah, lots of defenses focused on his core shot at the moment, so he's going to go ahead, start the hogs. Found an exterior giant bomb, which makes him use a heal spell kind of early. But he still has 2 more in the bag, and his hogs are working around the outside here. Just a bunch of point defenses. His core shot kind of stalled on some walls, and now it's fizzled out too. Just a few bowlers left up. But his hogs are still going very strong. I think he brought 18 of them to this raid, and he's going to finish up. They got some very nice pathing carved out. Just dealing with a couple cannons like one at a time. He's going to finish up on this wizard tower, but has a heal for that. Not a problem at all. The healed bowler was tanking the expo the entire time as well. His queen survives the raid, somehow ends up on the outside of the base. Probably beat through some walls to get there. Not a surprise, really. Yeah, swags a poison spell. I think there were some ground skellies, but his core shot took care of those, so they didn't bother his hogs at all. And he's going to wrap up the 3-star. Plenty of hogs left. Still has some bowlers and healers from the kill shot, or kill squad, core shot, what have you. Yeah, dominating attack to Deepu there. And now, switching over to the other side of the war, once again, we have E-Man from Artillery Fire. You've seen him in some recaps before. He's an 11v11 monster, and he's doing his thing once again in this war. And yeah, this is a very formidable looking anti-3-star Town Hall 11 base. But he's going to go ahead and queen walk into, what is this, a queen walk into a mass bowler, I suppose. Not sure what he has in the CC there, but starting off his walk, I'm going to take out a couple of these point defenses. I don't think she can reach that single inferno, so we'll have to see how he deals with that, as she is headed in that direction. Single inferno is now locked on. He's going to have to pop an ability here. Chooses to pop the queen ability, save the warden for later, and now the queen is headed away from the single inferno, so we'll not be dealing with that on the walk. Instead, pulls the CC. It's a Hound Loon. Going to poison down the Loon while Queen beats through the Hound. We all know how this looks. Yeah, level 50 Queen under Rage gets through that ridiculously quickly. And yeah, hardly a nuisance now. And at this point, his Queen Walk is still just going strong. He's going to go ahead and start the rest of his raid. Brought a couple of extra healers, and he's going to drop those on these bowlers while they do a little bit of bouncing, getting a cannon down, I believe. Getting some more trash down while the rest of his bowlers come in, and he's got this nice little nook where he's going to jump right into the core, pop the warden ability as he gets into all this damage. Very nice warden ability there. Good choice to save that and pop the queen ability early. And now he's got all his bowlers right in this one channel where they can reach pretty much everything. Bounces, destroying the base. Another rage spell, and he still has one in the bag. Plenty of bowlers. They just charged through, took out the second inferno. That was kind of on the back end, I guess, but not really, I suppose, because now he has an inferno on the back end. I guess there was no back end to this attack. He kind of took out the entire base all at once. Drops the final rage spell on the queen, on some more bowlers that remain. And now he's got a bowler tanking the single Inferno. It's switched over to, I believe that's a healer, maybe the Grand Warden, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, it was the Warden. So Warden goes down, but now he has some back-end loons specifically for this Inferno tower. He's going to drop them, and they're going to do some tanking, get some drops off on the tower. Up at the top, he still has one bowler getting healed by one healer, tanking a Tesla, getting some trash taken out, drops a minion to help out, but the rest of his troops are going to come in and finish the job. Got an archer in the bag, got a minion in the bag, and really just took out this base with great skill, great confidence. That was an awesome attack to watch. But as I said, that 11v11 wasn't enough to get Artillery Fire the win this week, and that was due in part to this 10v10 triple as well as others. But yeah, we have this attack. It's kind of a Town Hall 10 Queen Walk Golem Avalanche. Yeah, some crazy attacks this war. Love to see this kind of variety, especially in a playoff war. So great confidence from all the guys, knowing that they can like bring these strats out on the big stage and have them work out. Yeah, very confident in their abilities. Very fun to watch as well. But anyways, Queen Walk going strong. Not really in any danger. A couple of point defenses, but she's going to get through all that just fine. So he goes ahead, starts his first golem right onto that exterior archer tower, while some wizards come in from behind. Clear of all damage, getting a very nice funnel set. BK comes down in the middle with another golem, leading right into that jump over the wizard tower and into the infernos. Both multi-infernos on this base. So again, just yeah, interesting choices of base design on Artillery Fire's side. A couple of bases with multi-infernos, and that just yeah, really makes 10v10s a lot easier now. So yeah, I mean it's a two-part war. You got to have good bases as well as good attacks. And I guess Nepal Reunion came out on top in that regard. Going to drop his CC Golem down with one hog to take out that cannon. Meanwhile, in the core, he has lost pretty much all of his bowlers, but he's got some healers still healing the BK. AQ behind, taking out some storages. Yeah, kind of stalled, lost most of his core shot, but he still has some golems and wizards coming around the outside. A couple of hogs trickled in as well, still has 3 of them in the bag. And as you can see down here at around 8 o'clock, he has 1 golem still up with some wizards behind, tanking 2-point defenses. As he works that those couple of hogs that he trickled down earlier are still alive, still making their way through as the golems were tanking all of these exterior defenses. Yeah, just really allowing some ninja deployment of those hogs as they come in, finish on this bomb tower. Pops the queen ability, save that through the entire raid, and still just a ton more storages to beat through for the queen. But down to the outside, he has 1 miner, brought that for cleanup in case any of those storages on the inside were left up, but Queen managed to take them all out, so the miner's just some regular cleanup at this point. And yeah, still has some hogs, finishing up on that elixir pump. Great attack, great base identification, and great execution, of course, as well. Here are those stats. Once again, those are all the replays I've got for you today. Yeah, as I said, 81-83, very close war, very close on percent, some great attacks from both sides, and maintenance kind of getting in the way as it does, but nothing really that either side could do about that. Lots of scouts lost, but that's just how it goes, I suppose. Great war to Nepal Reunion as well to Artillery Fire. Great fight. Look forward to seeing our Nepal Reunion in the next stage of the playoffs as they advance. This was kind of the quarterfinals. It's an interesting bracket because there were some clans that got through with like a bye. Yeah, they got a bye into the quarterfinals, so that was kind of like qualifying for the quarterfinals. But anyways, lots more wars in the playoff picture still coming up. Look out for a couple of those on this channel. But for now, I've been Rice. Thanks for watching, and I'm out. I'll see you guys for the next one.